Welcome back to Retire with Integrity, brought to you by Integrity Financial Planning. Your host, Brian Bowen, is here with us. Brian, this is kind of funny. Can men's underwear predict a recession? A former leader of the Fed believes it does. Alan Greenspan once said, when underwear sales go down, it's a sign that men are so pinched, they decide not to replace them. CNN Business says there's an actual underwear index that shows sales decreased significantly from 2007 to 2009 during the Great Recession, only to rebound in 2010. Have you ever heard of the Great Underwear Recession?
I haven't, but I'm not sure I trust it very much. We're reading this on CNN Business. I mean, no offense.
That's true.
Let's consider the source here. But so the Skyscraper Index is actually another one. Real estate analyst Andrew Lawrence.
Oh, I haven't heard of this one either.
Yeah, came up with a theory that an increase in very tall buildings happen when we're approaching a bust. And when a building approaches world's tallest status, a recession or other economic crisis is imminent. So the Empire State Building finished just ahead of a Great Depression. Sears Tower and the World Trade Center Twin Towers were completed just before stagflation.
Huh.
Interesting. Skyscraper Index.
Interesting. I would not have known
I love
that.
this one. The Lipstick Index.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it Estee Lauder? I don't even know how to say
Estee Lauder.
Estee Lauder?
Yeah.
I guess that's the makeup you wear, right?
It is, yeah.
Well, I mean, you're on
what
TV.
I do on my own time is none of your business.
You're on TV. You got to wear stuff.
Just on Thursdays.
You're trying to hide the wrinkles and everything. Anyway, so the chairman, Leonard Lauder, created this following 911. He noticed that the purchase of cosmetics and lipsticks in particular tend to be inversely related to the economy because women replace more expensive purchases with small pick-me-ups. So with the pandemic, the index has also taken into account skincare sales as more women were wearing masks. Interesting, huh?
Are we reading too much into this? This feels a little silly to me.
No, I think the lipstick index is the way to watch.
Okay.
I mean, if it goes down, the lipstick index, you get out. You go to cash, right?
Okay.
I mean, that's a new portfolio, right? That's a whole new model.
What's their stock ticker?
Yeah, right. It's a new mutual fund.
EL, Estee Lauder?
We're creating it. No.
Yeah.
But anyways, the point is that, a lot of those things they're kind of fun, but there's a lot of different indicators of a recession, and we're not in a recession yet, but there's some early warning signs. Everybody's like, "What the real estate market is so hot." You're right. The real estate market is extremely hot. When it's extremely hot and there's low inventory, that means some things that could happen coming up, right? We're saying, okay, well, if there's no inventory, what are builders doing right now in big cities? Small towns like we're in, there's not a ton of huge money to build, 1,000 homes. But if you go to big cities, they are building everywhere they can get their land on and develop. And so they're creating inventory, but it takes years.
But also, isn't the problem the supply, the demand on supply, and everything's going up times 7?
But the interest rates rise, so you got a perfect storm, right? Interest rates rise, people can't afford as much of a home. They build and develop all these developments.
Demand goes down.
Right. So you've got some of these subdivisions, like out in Arizona where I'm from, they take years. They plan them in 2019 and 2018, and they're just breaking ground now, right? Because they go in and they build the streets, they build.
Oh yeah.
They build everything. They plan for the grocery stores to be there, and everything.
Plans, permits.
Oh yeah, all
permissions.
The sewering, all the red tape, and the infrastructure comes in, and they finally start, building the homes, and then all of a sudden by then the economy has, just gone flat because interest rates are too high. And, prices are too high where people can't afford to buy it. And so they're going, well, I can't afford the mortgage anymore. So then prices start dropping, but they've already planned to do all this. They had this huge investment. That's what happened. There was literally little towns that they had created that were completely empty in 2009, 2010 out in Phoenix. It's, my parents still live there, and I would drive through these towns when I'd go visit and go, it looked like a ghost town.
Yeah.
Beautiful streets and, the lights, and even a school that was built in there, and in a grocery store, little subdivision.
Its own little
town.
Yeah.
Had the parks and all that, but no people.
Yeah.
It was like a eerie movie. So they, and that's what attracts people, because they see the whole infrastructure. So that kind of stuff's happening again in the big cities, right? They're building all that. It's going to take a lot of time. I'm not trying to say, it's all ending and we should watch the lipstick index, but there's just a lot of signs that when things boom that much.
Well, the other thing is the car industry is kind of the same. There's no inventory there, but the car manufacturers want to get the cars out and get the cars sold.
Of course.
Because the car dealerships are making a mint off of used cars right now. Mm-hmm. So at some point, kind of everything's on a bubble, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's cyclical.
It is. The profits too. I mean, you're thinking all these companies are doing so well because they can sell their product so fast.
Yeah.
But they make money on volume, right? I mean, a car manufacturer makes it on volume.
Yeah.
But they can't make the cars in a high enough volume to make the profit that they want, right? So,
do you know the owner of our radio station is actually selling a couple of our vehicles because we can get more out of them than what we bought them for?
That's crazy.
I'm not kidding.
What are you guys gonna bike around town, or
I mean, we've got our own. These are station vehicles.
Oh, so he's gonna make you drive your own vehicle,
right? Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works for him.
I totally get it. I totally understand. But it just seems like that's a wave of everything right now.